Hello and good day, this is Dr. Peter with a weekly outlook. Geopolitically, everything remains on track. The US continues to escalate the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and all parties seem to be gearing up for a war that will last for many years. Good for those who support the war. They think they are safe on the other side of the Atlantic. Meanwhile, in the US, we are seeing the president's dismantling in slow motion. Every week, secret and most secret documents are found in his private house and garage. When I talk about dismantling, it is because the question may be allowed: in which countries the house and private rooms of a sitting president may be searched? And we're talking about the President of the United States, the most powerful leader in the whole world. He is the boss of them all, isn't he? It's a president above the law or the Constitution? Of course not. But the US is responsible for countless outlawed wars and genocides, and many outraged monstrosities of all kinds. So taking home documents classified as top secret should be considered a marginal matter, right? It mainly raises the question of what action are planned next, who will replace Biden, and what plans the new president will have to implement. I'm afraid these plans will not be good, and most certainly not for the good of the majority of people on our planet. I want each of you to answer the following question. Would you do business with someone who is 31 trillion in debt, who holds values for a combined 4.8 trillion as collateral, with an income of 1.4 trillion? That's right, there's a balance sheet of the US government. If I look at corporations and households in the same way, the balance sheet doesn't look much different. So the total debt then sums to 94 trillions if you look at the US from the balance sheet perspective. The word house of cards probably describes it best. The problem is that the US, and I'm never talking about the people that live there, I'm talking always about its government, doesn't have the gut to acknowledge his situation and declare itself bankrupt. Therefore, I consider the danger of war to be extraordinarily high and, from the point of view of the USA, unavoidable. The only thing that could contain the world war that has already begun is the certainty of the US government that its territory will not be kept out of the acts of war. That alone could lead to a rethinking among the warmongers of the military-industrial complex, because I would like to call out to the gentleman. One can also make ends with $10 million and even more so with 100 million. You don't need 100 billion and plunge mankind into misery. All talks of overpopulation must also end once. If one knows that only in countries of large poverty the birth rate explodes, if one raised the general standard of living only a little bit, the birth rate sinks immediately dramatically. See China. Their population will halve by 2100, which will lead to almost even greater problems than overpopulation. There is also no such thing as too many people. Scientists have calculated that the planet can easily feed 12 billion people. Perhaps we should first stop throwing away 50% of all food that is produced. The ambition to decide over other humans must have anyway an end. It is possible to work together, to give options or alternatives, but under no circumstances should there be force involved. And to those who believe that they can be authorized by a king, president or chancellor to kill other people, I must tell you, This is a serious mistake. Everyone knows that violence against others is a grave sin. Violence should only be the ultimate form of self-defense to ward off harm against oneself and one's subjects. So the macroeconomic picture remains tense and serious upheavals are on the way. It's like blowing up a skyscraper. The inertia of the mass makes us believe that it's collapsed in slow motion, but it actually happened and nothing and nobody can stop his procedure. One could be in the penthouse a second after the blast and think that all is well with the world. Better is perhaps the image of the 100 domino stones, of which the first 15 have fallen down, but the stones 50 to 100 think that they live in the best of all worlds. Only the stones 20 to 30 have a glimpse of impending doom. Croesus-asset management, which is view of the entire world events, have prepared and positioned itself in recent years to that the coming upheavals do not affect us. Our strategy of providing exponentially progressive wealth accumulation and decentralized blockchain-backed asset protection for our clients is now mature and proven. We continue to grow organically in a healthy way. Stay well informed. Visit our website. I look forward to meeting you. Yours sincerely, Dr. Peter Reinhardt.